Welcome inside our New York studios. Brent Stover alongside Kevin Carter and Beanie Wells. One of the best stories in college football undoubtedly has been the Vanderbilt Commodores, ranked number 10 in America, looking for their best 8-game start since 1941, taking on number 15 Missouri. Beau Pribula trying to lead Mizzou to their 6th straight win against Vandy. Pavia looking for the Heisman Trophy. Tied at 3 on a 4th down in the 3rd. Pribula takes it in, gets stuffed. He would get injured on the play. It's an ankle injury and just devastating news. He is done for the season. We remain tied at 3. Now 10-3.
Quarter, 4th down, Matt Zollers, Jude James, the touchdown. They're back in the game. It's 10-all. But Diego Pavia, not done. Jumping over, taking it himself. 17-10 Commodores.
The last chance for Missouri. Matt Zollers throwing the Hail Mary to Kevin Coleman Jr. Look at him make the catch. But it's indeed short of the goal line. Vanderbilt wins. Man, a tough way to lose right there.
Heck of a catch. Looked like it was going to go incomplete. Slid down his body, made the catch. Didn't matter by inches. That's how it ends. You want to talk about fantastic drama. Every week the SEC delivers. Pavia, only 10 of 19, 129 and a pick, but he does enough to get the win. Missouri loses their quarterback, Pribula, who is having a great season, getting 97 on the ground from Hardy. Zollers did solid work in relief, but they come up a touchdown short. Let's start with a positive. Beanie and the Vanderbilt Commodores, 7-1. Best 8-game start since 1941.
You have to love everything that you've been seeing from this football team. And it starts with Diego Pavia. You know, he is the catalyst that drives this football team, that ignites them, that motivates them. I mean, him coming back for his 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th year, how many ever, has been so fantastic for this program. He's taken them to heights that they've never seen before, coupled with the good defense that they've been playing all year long. This has been a consistent football team that has played complementary football.
Yeah, Missouri's defense has been top 10, but man, Vandy's defense is a little underrated. I mean, how they've been playing. And just like you said, the complementary football, how they're able to just basically be the other side of the coin when it comes to Diego Pavia, Cedric Alexander in that +1 run game. It's really miraculous what they've been doing. I commend both these teams because they've both had amazing seasons, right? These are historically 2 middle-of-the-road SEC programs. And if you want to go a step further, Vanderbilt has never been this good. We've never talked about them having the type of trajectory for the season that they have right now. So hats off to both these teams on how they're performing. But for me in this one, I was wondering if they could do what Auburn and what Alabama were able to do to Ahmad Hardy and basically hold him. Now, Ahmad Hardy got his yards today. Okay, he paved the way for 170 for Missouri on the ground, but it still wasn't enough. It just goes to show you that you can win on almost any category. Missouri won 1st downs, 3rd down, 4th down efficiency, total yards. They had the same amount of penalties, same amount of turnovers. But time of possession, they possessed the ball for maybe 11 minutes more than Vanderbilt today, and they still lost the game. Vanderbilt, man, doing it when it counts, making the plays when they have to. Maybe they were bend but don't break. They let them drive, but they didn't let them score. I mean, this was an amazing win, clear separation game. Vanderbilt staying in the conversation relevant to the college football playoff.
It wasn't a pretty game by Diego Pavia by any stretch of imagination, but they still found a way to win. And that's what championship teams do. No matter how things are going, if your star player necessarily isn't there, you find a way to figure it out and win. And Vanderbilt was able to do that.
All right, so they are 7-1, 4 left in the regular season. Let's run down the remaining schedule. They got 4 games left. They've already beaten 3 of the 7 wins against top 15 teams. Remember, they've already beaten number 11 South Carolina at the time, 31-7. Last week, they beat then number 10 LSU, 31-24. They win by 7 here. Up next, it'll be on the road at number 22 Texas. Then you get Auburn at home, followed by an important bye week before that 2-game finishing stretch against Kentucky and at 17th-ranked Tennessee. This is going to get really interesting when you're talking about the ceiling here for what could end up being a dream season. And to your point, perhaps the best season we've seen in the modern era from the Vanderbilt football program.
For Vanderbilt, definitely. But for both these teams, that's why I was saying when you look at what these teams have remaining in the season, you're in the SEC. You're facing a gauntlet of teams. So why not get it started? That's why I said that this was a clear separation game, because one of these teams was going to be on their way with the narrative that was strong for the last 5 weeks of the season that could propel them and give them kind of wind in their sails, so to speak, and, to finish the season strong. But Missouri, man, look at that. The games left to play on their schedule. Everyone has a daunting road, but man, this game, separation, the pecking order to be relevant in that conversation, man, historic for Clark Lee and what Vanderbilt's doing. Diego Pavia, swag, the whole team is adopting it. I love what they're doing, man. Like you said, you're going to look back and they're going to look at the stats and it just doesn't make sense, but they found a way to win this game. Really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, look at both of these teams and commend them both, because they've been doing a fantastic job all year. But the number one thing that you want when coming out of a situation like this is to be in a driver's seat to where you kind of control your own destiny. Now, with Mizzou, they're not in that situation right now. They have to have some things kind of go their way. But when you look at Vanderbilt, you look at their schedule the rest of the way, Texas, Auburn, Tennessee, UK, they can most certainly control their narrative. It won't be easy by any means. Obviously, you look at Texas right there. Auburn is a scrappy football team, and so is Tennessee. If they can get it done, they'll deservedly be at the top of the SEC. I believe they can do it, and it's going to be because of their defense, not because of Diego Pavia. We already know what he possesses, but how can this defense galvanize this football team, step up in big moments, and win ugly like they did today the rest of the way?
No, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the Beau Pribula thing is really disappointing. Remember how good he was as the backup at Penn State? I mean, they certainly could have used him this year. You feel like was having a better season, certainly, than Drew Aller, and we know what has happened there at Penn State. Pribula goes down. You wonder if Zollers can be the guy. They don't have time, obviously, to sit and feel sorry for themselves. They got to pick up the pieces here. And by pieces, I'm still looking at a 6-2 football team here, Kevin.
You're still looking at a 6-2 football team, and we said at the beginning of the season, look, 10-2 in the SEC just might get you into the college football playoffs, but it matters who those two losses are to. Matt Zollers, man, hey, commend what he was able to do, come in and step in and hold the fort down and really give them a chance, even up to the last, Hail Mary pass. And, man, look, if I'm Vanderbilt, there are games in every championship season where you look back and you say, man, we could have, maybe should have lost there, but you can coach off it. You can do that. You live to play another day. But, hey, if you're Missouri, you have to be encouraged by the play of your young quarterback, because he's going to be the guy for the rest of the season. And you only have 2 losses. You're still alive. It's a hard road, but I know that, when you look at the rest of the season, they're going to be inspired to finish the right way.
0-2 against ranked teams from Missouri, but they're going to get an opportunity, as you alluded to, down the stretch against a couple of ranked teams. They fall 17-10 in the Music City as Vanderbilt continues to somehow, some way, get it done.